Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever one of those applies to you. And hello, replay viewers, because right now it's just me and you. I'm going to ring a special bowl, a new singing bowl. I was just doing a little secret ceremony with the replay viewers when no one jumps on yet, but here you are, it's me and you. So I am honoring this moment for all of our replay viewers. I'm going to ring this bowl with the intention of releasing all of the energy that is presented here today, all of the knowledge, all of the expansion, release it through time and space. So whenever you join is when the party begins, and today truly is a bit of a party. Actually, I just gotta feel that in my heart a little bit longer before I put that down. It is the full moon. Miss Nancy Louise is here. Hello, Nancy. Say hello once you get here. And even if you think everyone knows where you're having big wild hair, Nancy, I was trying to stay very grounded because right before I came on, I was not super grounded. I was flipping the big wild hair. This hair is out of control. I gotta say, it is out of control. Hi, Lisa, welcome. Hey, let us know where you're from when you come in. I was gonna say, even if you think we always have new people joining us. And it's a really beautiful opportunity just to begin visualizing how we're anchoring our light around the planet. Yes, Miss Nancy Louise, I have big hair in honor of the big full moon, the big energy coming in today. But this shit is out of control, man. Girlfriend got a great ombre going on. First of all, I got many colors going on here. And the dark at the top really highlights my gray. Does it not now? I need like a little bit of a control and a management going on here, and I'm really picky about my hair. And it was interesting because Miss Nancy, she's the hair doer. She gets ladies all pretty in their hair did, and she's like, "All right, girl, go get those ends trimmed." And I totally agree, Nance. I meant to do this before I went away with Kira. To be perfectly honest with you, got girl talk going on now because we got all the goddesses in the house. I just want to say hi to you guys, Katrina, Brenda, Robin, welcome everybody. And since we've moved here, I'm weird about my hair and who does my hair. So back when we were in LA, I did a trade. I worked with this amazing, talented, fantastic goddess and deep soul sister girlfriend of mine, and I would exchange readings with her and train her, and she would do my hair all up, all pretty. But I realized today when Nancy, because I was all messing with my hair and I was flipping it and I was tweeting. And I'm like, all right, just settle down, settle down. Oh, there's Apollo. You see Apollo? Sometimes Nick makes fun of me because before our show on Friday, I'll do a final hair flip, where like I full on bend my head all the way over, flip it back. I have to hold on to my crystal, otherwise my crystal will knock me in the head. That happened this morning. And then Nick will flip his hair too. Right, I've been doing that since I was in about the third grade, been doing the hair flip. But I realized today as I was fiddling with myself and just to be like, all right, Emily, time to ground in, let go of what your appearance is, show up in your goddess wild energy hair. Look, I got a little wild jewelry on today too because it's this very auspicious day. Audrey's in the house. And I took that moment, like once I calmed down, it was really interesting, and this happens often, maybe you can relate. Once you detach yourself from whatever energetic pattern that you're writing, like whatever your shit is that's coming up, and here was, my appearance coming up, my confidence, how I'm showing up, and which really, I've worked through a lot of it, which is why you guys see me going so long with extended non-haircuts. I do need to get this shit trimmed, though. It is a little out of control. OOC, as they say. But when I was able to untangle from that, what I recognized is, oh, you know what? My awareness was taken back to the biblical story of Samson and Delilah. Remember that? Remember that hair cutting story? Our hair actually has a lot of our energy, a lot of our blueprint, a lot of our imprint in it. So I gave myself a break. I cut myself some slack for I thought I was just lazy about going to get my hair did. But I realized, okay, well, now that I realize that, I can hold higher awareness for that beautiful relationship to emerge, however it does. But I definitely want someone of higher consciousness cutting this mane. You know what I mean? All right. That was not how I planned to open, but what the hell, that's how I roll. So welcome. I'm really glad that all of you are joining here. Like I started, or somewhere along the line I said, this is a very auspicious day. It is a beautiful full moon. We're reaching the peak of this full moon in equinox energy. Oh, and this is such a beautiful one because it moves us into perfect balance. There's a perfect balance of light and dark. And this idea of seeing that imbalance, that yin and yang energy, that light and dark playing out, has also allowed me to take a bit of a more expanded look at what is the divine formula, really, for us to show up and really stand in all of our power. Once I came into balance and recognized, oh, this is this beautiful opportunity where the energies are engaging us in a state of balance, it actually allows you to reach higher insights. So really important to take time, stop, write, collect your thoughts, okay? I'm gonna invite you guys to take notes today. I know a lot of you guys will follow me over into intuitive development inside the Akashic Academy after this. And I'm definitely inviting you to take notes over there because we will be working on becoming money Merlins, which who doesn't want some of that? This idea of the divine formula, which I want to share with you guys before we dive into questions, which, by the way, remember, you can bring your questions to this space and get ready to type them in. Maybe have them ready to go, because I always feel like I sit here, I'm like, okay, type your questions. And then I have to sit here quietly, which is a big challenge for me. So support me. Set me up for success, okay? This idea of divine formula is really important. And I'm going to be talking about it more in intuitive development as we take these esoteric, these spiritual, these more advanced concepts that we're making more normal, right? And we're using them to apply to our money. Here's the divine formula that I'd like to share with you that applies to our businesses, okay? The first of the circles, I'm going to give you 3 circles. I'm going to challenge myself to draw good circles here too, all right? The first one in the divine formula is discipline. That's a decent circle. All right, discipline. I should write it on there, but I'm actually nervous in this moment. I'm going to forget how to spell it because I'm a shitty speller. All right, I'll just sound it out. Discipline. I spelled it wrong. All right, discipline. That's the first thing. There are a lot of aspects to discipline. Discipline includes your practice. Discipline includes the food that you eat. Discipline includes the environment that you spend time in. Discipline includes how you show up emotionally in your life, both what emotional triggers and responses you allow yourself to attach to, which ones are you seeing and detaching yourself from, and which moments are you freely choosing how you're going to respond. So see, discipline has a lot of different aspects to it, okay? The second one, all right, I gotta make these connected right. I sort of did it. Okay. Deep play. It looks like I wrote deer play. Deep play. You guys know I go skiing a lot on the weekends. Oh, sorry, Paula, with my family. I had to settle into this one because this is one of the places where my issues come up, because I'm always trying. I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing. Even when I'm engaged in deep play, I am usually always in a work mindset. Take selfies. I want to post pictures with the family. I want to post the lifestyle. I want to get the mother nature. I want to share this. Yes, all of that is very authentic, but it's causing, and you might find it causes a nature of a spin in your life where it's cool that we can exist very multidimensionally like that. And I'm not saying not to do that, because it's really cool when you can learn to organize your time. You can do a little bit of it and then maybe put your phone away while you're skiing and stop doing it the rest of the time. This is what I'm learning to do. And just be present in the moment. There's also tremendous value of being at play and being totally present and immersed with no outcome required. And this is something that I'm getting better at. How about that? How about that? I was going to say I was bad at it. However, I noticed I did a little time travel jump there. I backed myself up. I did a take 2 and I changed my vocabulary. This is what grounding in the moment and really changing out and carving a new template in our energy field. This is what it looks like. It looks like we're talking these cool esoteric ideas, and then you have a really practical aha moment where you can make a shift and you've done the work. Okay. So I want to invite you to recognize deep play is very, very important. We have the opportunity to align through the energies right now and emerge like never before with our businesses. But this divine formula is very, very important. I'm going to give you the last circle. Oh, I did it pretty good. Okay. Here's the last one. Deep rest. I did it sort of good. Anyway, you get the idea. The concentric circles, right? Deep rest. Hugely important part of the divine formula. Now, we don't always rest at the same cycles. There are times in my life where I don't need a lot of rest, especially if my discipline is acute, it's sharp, it's intact. Especially if there are times when there's a lot going on, there's a lot of opportunity to play, there's a lot of opportunity to get creative. I need very, very deep rest during those times. Sometimes I need smaller amounts of it though. There are times when I need a full recharging and I just need to put things down and rest, like deeply rest and recharge. I call that my cheetah style. When I get inspired to do a creative project, most of the time I'll sit, the inspiration will brew, it'll get all exciting and big, and then I'll cheetah style, work it into the physical, and then I need deep rest afterwards. So, oh, I see my mama's heart's coming up. What's up, mama? And I wasn't keeping up with comments here. Oh, you guys are putting so many comments. I love it. So deep rest is really, really important. However, recognize this is going to go in cycles for you as well. But this combination of discipline, deep play, and deep rest coming in like flash bulb, like lighthouse going off. This is divine formula for you. And simple, is it not? Is it not beautifully simple? This is the way that we can show up or we can adjust our energy patterns. We can shoot for adjusting our energy patterns, our templates, so that we can show up in the most divine essence of ourselves. Now, here's the next thing that I want to show you. Here's the happy space where all the energy meets right there in the middle. Sweet spot. Woo! When you create a vortex like that, the power to lift, magnify, to birth into the physical realm, that of your highest purpose and your highest good, is very, very powerful. However, I want you to look at each of these circles as empty space until you fill them, okay? So until you show up and you fill this space with discipline, all of this space with discipline, and you fill all of this space with deep play, and you fill all of this space with the energy of deep rest, you don't have enough energy to play with here to alchemize that which, oops, I'm like a weather girl, hang on, I got this. There. That which shows up in the center. So recognize, even though you're engaging in a lot of deep play, even though you're engaging in a lot of discipline, even though you're engaging in a lot of deep rest, all of it matters. However, it's not going to all show up and play out, manifest in your physical world like whatever crisscrosses inside of here. So don't expect it to. Don't put so much expectation on the minutia of it all. Just show up. Fill up your bubbles. Discipline includes meditation. You want to do meditations where you're manifesting something, fine, do that. But don't hinge so much on that moment of you did this manifesting meditation to get new clients this week, and then you're looking everywhere for them to show up and show up and show up. Just keep filling your circles. Just keep filling your circles. Keep your intentions clear. You have control of this divine space. Okay? On this full moon, I would invite all of you guys, create yourself a little circle chart like this. In the middle, write down what your highest intentions are that you want to use this vortex of energy to bring something through. Then label your other circles. You can make it prettier than me. Use Canva if you want. Put it, seriously, put it up somewhere like a vision board. Put it up a little bit high so you can look up and like gaze your vision through your third eye. That's powerful. Powerful stuff. But then recognize, am I giving enough energy to each one of these circles? Oh, I got good with that, weather girl. Am I giving enough am I giving enough energy to each one of these circles to create the vortex necessary to bring through what it is I want to bring through? All right, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that that was powerful for you. Wendy Sue said that she loves this. Let's go. Let her rip, let her rip, let her rip. All right, let's let some questions rip. We have some more time to hang out and spend here together. Of course, anybody who is new in the house, the Akashic Records are my area of expertise. And the records are the realm of consciousness where all information, past, present, all future possibilities exist. So it's a great space, especially for us spiritual business entrepreneurs. If you have new projects, if you have collaboration opportunities, if you are feeling blocked in a certain area, it's a great way to go in and connect and bring in the insight that can help you anchor in, kind of like that. I acted it out for you. The aha moments that will bring you the power to make the shift. Okay. So go ahead and rock and roll. You guys got questions ready? I'm going to go ahead and scroll through and just see if anybody wrote any other questions. Oh, by the way, I have to say this water bottle, dude. This water bottle is an advanced piece of science. It's called a bottle with a nice butt. Here, I'll just Vanna White my water bottle for you guys while you're typing in your questions. All right, we got organite, crystals, all kinds of essential oils, including so I got it at this store, this Vibes Up store. This is a grounding pad. I don't know exactly what it is. I've got them in the soles of my shoes. I've got a whole grounding station set up over my pyramid over here. It's made of a scientifically patented formula of ground crystals, plant material, essential oils, it's crazy stuff. So here's the bottle. A bottle with a nice butt generates 1 million rays of energy per second. Piezoelectric energy, which by the way is something that's coming into my awareness. It can infuse, you can infuse essential oils, flowers. This also has essential oil gem therapy in the bottom. You can hold it up to your heart when you need a little adjustment and you don't have your tuning fork handy. You can also empower your food with it. There was another cool thing that it told me up here. Maybe it was to touch my food with it or to hold it to my heart. It gives you all kinds of extra little fun instructions on how to use it. Anyway, I'm digging it. I'm drinking a ton of water too. All right. So let's see. Wendy says, what are the names of the circles? Discipline, deep play, deep rest are the names of the circles. Caitlin, I'm so happy that you caught us live too. And I'm glad that this served you. Awesome. Robin says 2869. What does this mean? Okay, so all numbers, everything has a frequency and you could look at this as coded information that is inherently held with the characteristics of whatever frequency. Numerology is not an area of my expertise, but I dig it. So anytime that I want to look up a number, my personal resource is Joanne's Sacred Angel numbers. And of course they have the 1111s, the 22, all of the repeating ones, but they have those non-repeaters as well, Robin. So I would definitely say check that out. Did you get those thingies in your feet too? Yes, I did, Nancy. Yes, I did. Does 2968, it doesn't mean anything to me personally in this moment. Let me just check in and see. There is a lot of resonance to it though. But like I said, it's not my area of expertise, but I definitely will say when I went into that frequency just now, I could definitely feel it resounding through my body, through my being. Is it heavy? When it's full, it is. It's a little heavy, but I've got muscles. I guess I didn't know. David Vega, when past negativity creeps into your Disruption of the divine formula. Ooh, this is a good question. I love it. How would one disassociate themselves without unhinging in the circle? Best methods. Okay, so anytime you have your shit come up to the surface, first of all, let me just invite you to recognize that so long as you go back to the practice is what's coming in right now. Go back to the practice, go back to your practice, go back to your practice. When you find that the triggers and things are coming up, this is just opportunity for us to neutralize or shrink karma. Okay? So in order to do that, in order to neutralize or shrink the karma, you've got to just go back and be in balance. So if that's showing up for you, all you really have to do is be like, all right, this is showing up for showing me an area where I can shift, but I got to be in balance to do it. So always go back to the practice, go back to the formula. When you get good at being able to keep that high frequency, which the formula procures, this is how you get to the high frequency. You're going to be able to shrink your karma in moments, for example, like I did earlier in this video when I almost used particular language and I just took that small moment to adjust and use different language. Which you all know, my language is one area where I tend to let it rip. So for me to exercise control in that area, yay me, high five, okay? You got to figure out a way to shift the way the negativity is coming up. If you begin to look at your triggers as your teacher, they stop looking like the scary monsters that come out of the closet coming to get you. So let me see if anything else is coming in, David. No, it's really just that ability to slow down time. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. My students and I have been talking a lot about these breaks in the time-space continuum that are becoming undeniable. But one of the reasons why we need to learn to slow down time is so we can just, and it's as simple as the old metaphor of going back to, if you can slow down and shed light on this, your light, your illumination, your knowledge, your peace, your higher awareness, then it illuminates the darkness. But we've got to be able to slow down enough to engage our higher abilities, because at this point in humanity, it doesn't mean that we're doing anything wrong. It's just the part of evolution that we're in. It's the part of the transformation that we're in. We're all showing up to participate in what does it look like to break from the day-to-day into something new. And we do that simply by making choices in our responses. So when you have this shit come up, you're having a lot of opportunity to shrink karma, shift it, move it, go on. Okay. Mama. Homeostasis. I love that. Krista Higginbotham in the house. A little synchronista. All right. Who else has got questions? Homeostasis. I love that word, Caitlin Marie. I might throw that around a couple more times today. It's very scientific, very balanced, makes me feel very smart. I feel like I want to put glasses on. All right. More questions. Bring them in. Bring them in. I'm glad today is serving you guys and ladies. I want to invite you, if you are not yet a member of the Akashic Academy, like I said, to this teaching, I agree. It really helped me. I'm glad that it's helping you guys. There is much more insight coming. I'm really excited to share with you. So if you're not a member of the Akashic Academy, this is a space where you can look at it as like your online Jedi Academy to train, to hone your energy, to learn to work with your own internal energy more dynamically, which means not only healing yourself, but creating the life. Mama said, shared, did your things come? Where? Shared. Did your things come? I missed that. I don't know. Are you talking about, what are you talking about, Mama? I don't know. So part of me is like, did you send me a present? But you might not have. You might be talking about something else. Oh, no. Oh, no. But I'm glad you're here, Mama. All right. We have a couple more minutes to hang out here together. I got all my toys in the house. I got my new balls. Wrote a fun article about bowing to your balls, the importance of bringing in space to hone and practice and play with your own inner wisdom. Super duper important. Teaching my kiddos how to do that. All right, come on, ask me a question. Oh, here we go. Oh, Nancy says, not sure if it's appropriate hair. Oh, Nancy. But after class being all wonderful and in alignment, that is, I walked into a secondhand pet thrift store and felt like nothing in there. I couldn't even find interest in anything. And I was feeling great and ready to buy something. Well, yeah, sometimes, I mean, I always trust it. And our intuition keeps us really, really in a powerful aligned space. However, it doesn't always play out exactly how we expect it to play out. So I think that that's just creating a pattern for that, just for you to recognize. And also, Nancy, there's an interesting, in talking about the homeostasis and how up you were, there, oh, it's interesting. What I'm getting is that, yeah, you were definitely open, raw, like ready to buy. That's, obviously, when you got in there, you recognized that that wasn't why you were there. But I think you, in that really open, raw space, I think you took on some energy in your empathetic state that wasn't yours. That was there to equalize the high that you were feeling. So let me just ask what level of your awareness you can fine tune so that you can, it's expectation. When you put an expectation on a situation, you're basically, what they're showing me is like you're attaching a tunnel to it that can, like, it's like if that expectation is not meant to play out, it breaks away and it leaves a hole, it leaves a gap where all of your energy exhales like a balloon from it. Does that make sense? So holding the energy and being very open, you're learning to manage your empathetic nature when you don't blow holes in it, like when you have expectations. But when you learn to see this and just be like, all right, on this time, and do it again, because it's going to happen again, Nancy, you're going to fill up with all that dynamic energy. And you're going to move out into the world with it and hold it in a different way. Here's the other thing that's coming through that's really interesting. And again, Nancy, might not be appropriate, but you guys get some down and dirty, those of you all who are still staying on the call. I talked to you about insight that's coming in for me with future clients that I'm working with inside in sessions in the records. Anytime someone books a session with me, the session begins whether we've jumped on the Zoom call and actually done the session or not. So there are a couple who are on my schedule that I'm keeping notes for, because there's so much information coming in. And I was sharing with my students the other day. And remember how I talked about the records were inviting the consideration of holding the knowledge, holding whatever happens in that space, whatever awareness, expansion, activations happen within that space for 24 hours before talking about them, releasing it. And it doesn't mean that you have to stay in your house that long, but you might want to examine what it means to hold it a little bit longer. Okay? That's what I have to say about that. Oh, Mama says, the bracelet and the grounding bottle, where did that come from? Oh, Mama Bear. It came from this place right next to Trader Joe's that I cannot believe we have never gone in. Woo, you're going to have fun next time we go in there. Oh, I'm just excited. I'm just saying. Mama and I like to shop little special shops when she comes, and I got a new one for us, Mama. Nancy just wanted to donate a few bucks to them and get something. That's okay. Cool. Love it. Cool. Love it, Nancy. Marina is in the house. Welcome, as we are crossing our finish line here. So I want to thank you guys again for joining me, guys and gals, guys and dolls in the house. It's always a pleasure to show up on Wednesdays to share the insights that have been coming in. And of course, it's really interesting. I really, really loved what I was able to share with you guys today. And I had extra time because last Wednesday, which by the way, I was wrecked from my weekend. My circuit's absolutely blown, mind, heart, soul, blown open in all the best ways, but I needed that deep rest that I talked about. And once the internet shut down, or Facebook, we couldn't do Facebook Lives, I was like, sweet Jesus, I take the day off. I surrender. But I do also recognize that it gave me some more time to see. And granted, I sat down earlier this week and really began letting this energy flow through. But I needed that time, that discipline, that little extra time of holding all of the frequency that I got from the conference, from the experience, from connecting with Kira, from the intentions that were set, from the aha moment, from all of it, right? I needed more time to hold that and get big in it so I could show up in this space, because that's what it's about. Saying word. I love you guys. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you're not a member of the Akashic Academy and you want to know more, head over to the Akashic Academy Facebook page. Just click the Learn More button at the top, and it's going to take you to our website where you can learn more, and you can sign up, and then you can join us for Becoming a Money Merlin, which is happening soon, okay? 11 o'clock.